Please put any emoji in a comment on this video. The reason I'm leading with that today, Monday, February 2nd, is because as a modern tech professional, the analytics tools that you have available as a content creator on YouTube are pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm obviously a minnow in the ocean here with my, at time of filming, 28 subscribers. But I did want to do a quick run through of the kind of information that I get to see about who's watching when I put out these daily videos. Now, I think most YouTube creators are going to be putting out videos with the purpose of growing a platform. So that's kind of what I expect to see as the goal in YouTube's designers and developers' minds as these tools were created. This is the main channel content view that I get to see, and here I have a pretty good detailed list of the videos that I've published so far. I have resolved to put out one video a day on whatever topic I feel like covering until the occupation here in Minnesota is complete. So I'm keeping that as my constant variable, but I am trying a few different things from video to video to get into a style of presentation that feels comfortable to me and to see what kinds of viewership patterns emerge and what I can do as a content creator to both affect my reach and really focus in my messaging on who's watching. This is the detailed page for the analytics from my first video. At current, it's sitting at just under 800 views. The biggest things I found interesting on this were that the vast majority of views were in my demographic, male, American, 35 to 44 years old. About 3 of 4 people watched it on a phone. And another key takeaway I've learned going into the engagement details for videos, including this one and others that I've looked at, is that the average view time across what I've published so far is about a minute to a minute 30. Like most people who click on this video probably won't get here. So even though as a content viewer, I don't really like shorts or reels or other purposefully condensed, super edited takes, I can definitely see now why so many creators feel the need to edit down those messages to soundbite length clips. I've done a mix of edited versus auto-generated thumbnails. I've done mildly clickbaity versus summarized titles, and of course, different topics from video to video so far, including current events and kind of context from my life that paints my perspective on things. It's pretty neat seeing firsthand just what kind of exposure and actual viewership each video, down to what parts of each video get watched. If this, and I mean the occupation and my continual publishing of videos, goes on for a while, it's pretty neat entertaining the possibility that I might even on my personal vlog channel be able to get enough of a sample size with views from, at this point, all over the world to get real firsthand insight into a side of new media that I just simply haven't explored before. I did look into paying for YouTube promotion. I think since many creators look at, subs go up as the goal, they of course make it very easy to just give money to Google. I didn't. I'm not really in a give money to Google state of mind right now. I looked at the money that I could be using there, and in addition to the huge needs in my community, I figured if I wanted to really focus that money on social media outreach as a part of my response to what's going on, I could spend that more effectively just by joining some of my favorite creators' Patreons for, a year or more. And I figured that was ultimately going to be a more effective use of my dollars because they're going to something I support, whether or not they decide that Minnesota is really worth focusing on for, channel and their content. So my goals, I don't really want fame or huge viewership so much as I just feel the need to try to get as many educated and articulate eyes paying attention to what's going on in Minnesota as possible. I don't have one specific goal or message in my mind to get out or try to relay through these people. Frankly, the reason why I have reached out to a lot of people who cover a variety of topics and have a different reach is because I want to broadly and generally spread truth. I just don't think there's ever been or probably ever will be a more poignant, immediate, and close need to do so in my life than what I'm living through right now.